kept making a loud buzzing sound, so the impatient owner walked over ready to scold me. But when he saw the tattoos all over my body, he could not say a single word. Because in Korea, the more tattoos you have, the higher your status in the underworld. Tony only tattooed the name of his crush, and that alone made him the top dog at school. When he saw me actually with his crush, he kicked me hard and sent me flying, then dragged me to an abandoned building and beat me up until my clothes were torn apart, revealing the tattoos all over my body. Only then did those students realize they were in big trouble, but I just covered the tattoos with my clothes, quietly took my sister by the hand and left. However, 10 years ago, I was not like this. I once fought 6 thugs by myself. In the end, 1 died and 5 were seriously injured, and I went to prison for manslaughter. The victim's mother came to visit me and realized I was not a bad person, just someone who made a mistake. So she gave me a notebook, hoping I would stop drinking, stop fighting, and stop crying, and told me that as long as I truly changed, she would be willing to forgive me. I treasured that notebook deeply, writing down everything I wanted to do after getting out of prison. It became my spiritual support behind bars. In the blink of an eye, 10 years passed, and I was released. Years of prison life had already worn down my temper. I came to a small diner. It was opened by Emma, the victim's mother. When she saw me, she was overjoyed. She came over and kept showing concern for me, but all I could do was keep apologizing to her. Emma saw the guilt in my heart, so she took me in as her godson. She even closed the shop early just to grill meat for me. My sister Annie felt a little jealous seeing this, because since her brother died, she had never seen Emma this happy again. The next day, I went to the hospital hoping to remove my tattoos, but the doctor told me removing tattoos over such a large area would cost a lot of money, so I could only find a job at an auto repair shop. And because I had a criminal record, the police worried I might cause trouble again after getting out. So they asked my boss about me, but my boss said I worked hard and was a good kid. This drastic change left the police in disbelief. That night, I used my first paycheck to buy Emma a nice pair of leather shoes, and bought Annie the camera she had long dreamed of. My change made Choi-yi feel deeply relieved, and it finally made her accept me as her brother. But just as this happy life was beginning, someone insisted on destroying it. The local gang teamed up with a councilman to redevelop the town, and all the restaurants refused to move out. So the councilman said whoever could remove this problem would be given the newly opened nightclub. John immediately agreed. The next day, he brought his men to the restaurant and stormed in, smashing everything. I quickly stood up to stop them while I was eating. Just then, John walked in ready to show off his strength. But the moment he saw me, he instantly told his men to stop, because he used to be my subordinate, and he knew exactly how terrifying I was. But this time I did not teach him a lesson. I only told them not to come back again. Afterwards, I asked Emma why they came. Emma was afraid I might act impulsively, so she did not tell me everything. However, that night the councilman's driver came to find me. He was also involved in the fight 10 years ago. Back then I crippled one of his legs, but this time he was not here to cause trouble. Instead, he warned me that the restaurant was being targeted by the councilman. Otherwise, the councilman would definitely come after me. Sure enough, the very next day, John came back to the restaurant while I was not there.